Holy,
At age 13, I really got lost in life. I wasn't sure where my life was going. I had an awesome family, so I don't know how I got lost, but I got into drugs. I got into drinking, and I really just got my hands on anything I could that was wrong. I didn't know where my life was going, and by age 15, I was to the point I was smoking weed every day. I had smoked some cigarettes, but never habitually, and I was to a point that I was selling drugs.
'Cause your glory is so beautiful.
I didn't know what to do. I just kept doing it, and I didn't feel lost at all. I didn't know how to feel. By the time I was 16, I really got to see the grace of God and the forgiveness of God, because my friend, who I had held at gunpoint only 3 weeks before this happened, I really don't know why I did it. He owed me money, and I just ended up holding him at gunpoint. But he had invited me to church, and through going to church with him, I just got to hang out with the youth group and hang out with everyone. I still wasn't sure where this was going, but by about the week 4 that I went with him, I really saw the forgiveness of God, and I realized that God can make me new. I realized God was making me new because my friend had taken me to church, a friend that I had really not gotten along with real well. Even though we seemed like we were best friends, I really kind of played him real bad. I held him at gunpoint because he owed me money, and he just forgave me and took me to church, and he never thought twice about our friendship. He always knew what our friendship was, and he wanted me to realize that God forgives, even though my life had really been lost. About 4 weeks later, I really realized God's forgiveness. God had totally came over my life. I had stopped selling drugs. I had stopped doing drugs, and I really just wanted a new life. I didn't want any part of that old life. So by age 17, I had really realized what God was calling us to do, and it wasn't the life I was in. So I totally stopped everything and got out of the game. There are many days where my old life comes back to haunt me, and I've just found out that going back to it would do nothing because it's just the devil trying to come back to me. God truly has forgiven me, and He can forgive all of you for